Hi, now welcome back. This is going to be the second section of the video on how to make promo apps. Please bear with me. I have to do these videos in 10-minute increments due to the fact that that's with one of the requirements from YouTube. Okay, so where I left off, we had just barely added on the banner code for agents, and this is the top banner. We had just added it on to the embedded code for the game, and this is what it looks like connected as one. Make sure there are no gaps in between. So once you have done this, let's go and click back on the WordPad for agents banners. Now let's go ahead and highlight the new code section that you have copy and pasted from the forum, and let's go ahead and copy that. Now let's come over here right after height and let's go ahead and paste it right there. And again, let's double make sure that all your codes are connected and that there's no gaps. So as you can see right here, there's no gaps right there, but yet right here there is. So let's go and click delete and make that connection right there and make sure everything's connected. Now it's time for your last embedded code. Let's go ahead and highlight the bottom banner, copy. Now let's go ahead and paste it. And again, make sure everything's nice and neat. It's connected. It might look like this, but it's still connected. It's just that there's no room for it. It is one major link, so this is the way it's going to look. So once you have your embedded code ready like this, let's go ahead and click save and go and save the app under the game that you're putting. So in this case, this game was called Ag3nts. You can change the name if you like, or if you want, you can go ahead and name it the name it is. Okay, I've already used this as an example, but we'll go ahead and redo it again. Let's click save. So once you have saved your promo app under the name it is going to be, let's go and minimize your window. And now again, let's go ahead and open up a new window. And let's go ahead and search image. And the image that you're going to want to use is going to be the image of the actual game. So in this case, it's Robot 3. Let's go ahead and just search images of robots. Click on images. Now any image will do as long as it's not graphic, contain any nudity or inappropriate behavior. Make sure it is a decent picture that will not cause your promo app to be denied. And like I said, all you gotta do is go ahead and select a picture. You can pick any picture you want. Go and click on the picture, and let's go ahead and save picture as. And then once you have done that, we'll go ahead and just type in your picture, like a robot, build a robot 3. You will need 2 pictures, okay? So make sure you distinguish 2 pictures that you're going to want to use. One of them will be 64 by 64 in size, and the other one will be 16 by 16. So whichever picture you want to use for 64 by 64, go and label it Build About 3 64 by 64. Okay. So now once you have done that, we'll go ahead and click save. And once you got your 2 pictures that you're going to use, we'll go ahead and bring up Infinite View, or the program you're going to be using to resizing your pictures. And let's go ahead and come over here, click on open, and you will go under your documents. Okay. Now you go ahead and search for the picture. Okay, like I said, it's easy to label it, robot or build a bot, whichever way the name is going to be for the game. 64 by 64. Click open. Of course, the picture will look bigger than what it is right now because this is an actual 64 by 64 picture, actual 64 by 60. So once you have your picture open, you will go ahead and come over here to click on image, click on resize, resample, and then you will see right here where it says width and height. Okay, whichever number is higher, you would go ahead and click on that number and type in 64 and then automatically it will change into other section, in which it will either be high, a lower number than what it is right here. It's a higher number, and if your number is the same, of course it will be 64 and 64. So once you have done this, go ahead and click on OK, and now your image is going to be resized and will be 64 by 64 or 64 by whatever it is. So once you have done that, we'll go ahead and click Save and name it Robot 64 by 64, or whichever name of the game it's going to be. Go and click on Save, and then you would do the same thing as well. Go ahead and reopen and do the same thing for 16 by 16. Okay, and this picture will actually look this small. Once you have done it, it will be 16 by 16, and it will be a tiny little picture. So once you have saved both pictures, okay, by now we are done with the resizing of the images, and we are done with the embedded code. So it's time to log back into MySpace, and once, like I said, once you are registered to use the open platform for creating apps, this is the way it's going to look once you log in. You will see Home, Documentation, Build, Tools, My Apps, Forum, and Blog. Okay, what you're going to go and do is click on My Apps. My Apps basically is going to be the section where you will find your applications, and either you're going to be in development status, or you're going to be in pending status, or you're going to be in live status. I'll explain that in a little bit. So once you have clicked on My Apps and the next window has popped up, you're going to go ahead and see where it says Create New App. Let's go ahead and click on that. Now it will bring you to the next window, and you will see MySpace Apps, and you will see MySpace ID. We are going to use MySpace Apps. So let's go and scroll down a little bit, and you will see this little link right here, this little connection. Go and click on Create On-Site App. Now you see application title. This is where you're going to put the name of the game. So in which this case it's going to be Build a Bot 3. Okay, and now your email. Now this is going to be pretty important. Okay, you're not going to be using the email address that you are actually using for your MySpace. Okay, you don't have to use your email, your personal email address. What you're going to do is you're going to use a bogus email address. Okay, and it's also best that you actually keep tab of your email addresses, so you know which ones you've used and which ones you haven't used. I myself, I use Craven, and let's go with 5006 at yahoo.com. You can use either Yahoo, you can use Gmail, you can use MSN, you can use any email address you want to use. Okay, under that you see password and confirm password. Okay, use a password you're going to remember for the game app. And now let's go ahead and click on your CAPTCHA and fill it in. And now let's go and click on I agree. I'm going to scroll down a little bit, click on next. Now it will bring you to upload app XML, edit app information, or edit app source. You're going to go ahead and click on edit app source. This brings you to canvas surface, profile surface, home surface. We're going to be using canvas surface. Okay, so what you're going to need to do now is let's go ahead and open up your WordPad with the embedded code.